As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I got to tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only going to lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
This whole thing again? Are you dumb? Yeah, I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses, and the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the Michigan State Spartans. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. 1st and 10, Florida. From the shotgun, here's White. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Ellington. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a...
Now Ellington loses the football. It's out. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him?
And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
At the 40-yard line.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's White. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
third down. White. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll run on first down. It's Jennings. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he loses the football a second time. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you. Just relax it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 31-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches. If they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Down the middle of the field. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third down. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Here's the option. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And 5.
2nd and 5 now. White. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Hey. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
DeMarcus
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is Ellington. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. White. Now White lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Zalante Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Michigan State adds on to their lead.
The extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Now Ellington. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Haynes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
9 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on third down. Haynes escaping the pressure right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On second and goal, here's the option. Off the option, that's complete. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Boy, another nice throw that time. All that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, weren't we feeling the pressure here and taken down? A sack back at the 7. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. A big play there. 52 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
DeMarcus.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
From the gun, White. Under pressure, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's taken on the 25. Fighting his way through contact. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Big yard. the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Haynes. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Michael Schottenheimer.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the Spartans.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this will be a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdowns. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. No one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call on that.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Ellington. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. It's going the other way.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
At the 22-yard line.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize is on the short field as they take it in for 6. This is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. So get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to the air on second down. White. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. White. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, White. Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. And he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
With that,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Recovered by the Spartans.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Haynes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Recovered by the Spartans.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
And he will is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is a lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
3 yards to go.
From the gun on third down. White. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Ellington has it, going forward. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 3.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, White. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around. Actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the Michigan State Spartans are moving on to play for a national championship.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you?
I know you upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Miami Hurricanes.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Wait a my whole life I went one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. I'll keep you updated as we receive more information. Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Turner. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw, Daniel. And his throw is incomplete.
Daniel's pass intended for...
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Daniel on 2nd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way.
Daniel's pass complete.
It's not often that we see big plays career-ending disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that was a big opportunity lost.
Give them 32 on the play. And now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback Tommy Matthews. He will not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones, 60 yards. And Michigan State has taken the lead. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Recovered by the Spartans.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And now he's going to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
2-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Woods. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Hurricanes, of course, a 3-time national champion back in the 80s, 83, 87, 89. They then added 2 more for good measure in 91 and 2001, but they haven't held that trophy since. Third and 2, Daniel. And a loose football. ball. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Daniel on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They find some open field here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And goes for a gain of 31. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11 now. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Zalante Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the 2nd half. He's taken his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel under pressure, and down goes Daniel. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away. Following, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones, 64 yards. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
A try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Spartans 31, Hurricanes 6.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Daniel. That's caught by Jackson.
Daniels.
Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's taken in by Henderson. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Daniel. And it is incomplete. And fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Daniel. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Daniel on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Daniel's pass. Incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Daniel. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense.
Complete.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones, 35 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against the law.
And he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Daniel's pass complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be taken in by Anderson. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 4. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 28.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe...
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. but we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews. You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and we can win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? God. Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once, and you see how well that worked out for him. Guess I can try too.
The Heartbreak Kids are back, baby.
Was he eavesdropping?
Always.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I gonna play? It felt good, telling everyone I was sticking around and Tommy and I were gonna play together. The next question was, did it actually work out?
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both Heartbreak Kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once, certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, Dan, show me what you got. Let's go.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go. Yeah, got that. Ready, ready. Viking 18. And up. Yeah. And up. Woo, woo, woo.
Something here.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
Well, no doubt the best college game this Saturday is here in Miami Gardens, Florida. The place, Hard Rock Stadium, as two of the top 5 teams in the nation will face off. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Miami Hurricanes. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They can't corral him. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the first play of the game. 62 yards on the ground. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Michigan State has taken the early lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. shotgun snap for Daniel. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10, Daniel again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Daniel. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
The passer defense.
Man, why are we doing this?
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Out of the gun, Daniel. Now the ball comes loose. It's going the other way.
Daniel's pass complete.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Matthews looking for his running back, and he's got him. And just shedding him off there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
17.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice 1st down there.
What we love to say, get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. Well, for a kid that started his career as a quarterback, he's certainly showing a lot of conviction carrying the football.
Yeah, he is running with some power, and I think he's running some frustration out of his system, don't you think, partner? Because you know he wants to still be a quarterback. But Coach Red O'Brien made the switch. He has gone along with it. I think he just wants to show that he can contribute and contribute in a big way. And the way he's running the football, there's no doubt about it. They've made the right choice.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Daniel looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for his
just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Daniel. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
10 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Haynes. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hurricanes, nothing.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Young. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down.
Well, it wasn't so much that looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on third down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score is Spartans 20, Hurricanes nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 24, Daniel, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
A fumble on
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Remain for second down.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. A strong running. He's stiff, and he will have a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. And on that one, able... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. On first down, it's Woods. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action, Daniel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniel. Right side, caught by Jackson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on second down. Daniel, he gets it to die outright. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an
From the gun, Daniel. His throw incomplete.
Daniel's pass intended.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again, Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. There he goes.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve past then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Spartans 35, Hurricanes nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Throwing again, Daniel. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Woods, and it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense.
Keith Woods, the ball carrier.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Tim Young, 27 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
By the Spartans.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Tim Young with his second touchdown here in this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Spartans 49, Hurricanes nothing.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And he loses the football a second time. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Ball carrier. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Spartans.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Matthews. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room to roam now. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the former quarterback takes yet another one into the end zone, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the ball game.
Yeah, and I'm becoming a big fan of this kid. How about you, partner? This guy made the move. Yes, I know he was nudged by his head coach. In fact, probably wasn't nudged, was told this is how you're going to stay on the field or get on the field. But he has taken it to heart. And for all those guys who get frustrated, want to transfer, want to say, hey, I can't play that position, this guy's a living example of if you commit to it, you can make it work.
1st and 10. At their own.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
That's the end of the first half. With the scores, Spartans 56, Hurricanes nothing.
first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Daniel. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami.
At the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Daniel. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Hurricanes, first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's going the other way.
Woods, the ball carrier. A fumble on the play, recovered by the Spartans.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, Michigan State.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, from our vantage point up here in the booth, and look, we have the luxury of kind of seeing the entire play from a bird's eye view, but his knowledge of blocking schemes seems pretty impressive.
Oh, I would agree with that totally, and I think it's similar to wide receivers that flip over to become defensive backs. Okay, you know what receivers are going to do because you used to do it that way. Well, as a former quarterback,
and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. Made a great read there, CD. Good decision to keep it.
And I think what we just saw there is someone understanding that throwing the ball through that traffic can also be fraught with disaster. Keep it, use your legs, get into the end zone.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It fights him off.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It
smells
Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Spartans.
They'll run on first down. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial nowhere to go? Here, he lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake at their own. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Daniel on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Daniel, they go screenplay to Langford. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit down.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Daniel's pass intercepted. They'll take over.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
On first down, Haynes. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now, we're seeing Matthews handing the ball off to his running back a lot more in this one. It kind of seems like Coach O'Brien has changed up his offensive strategy a bit for the national championship.
I feel like he's gone back to his defensive coordinator roots here, Brandon, because Coach Red O'Brien, as a DC before he became a head coach, he saw the game one way. Now he's seeing it a little bit differently. I think he took a step back and said he lost most of his own defense last year. They were dominant at times. Now he's trying to slow the tempo a little bit, establish the run, and take charge of the game and take charge of the tempo this way.
On 2nd down now, it's Haynes shedding the tackler that gives him some room.
Oh, we got plenty of fight,
and he
baby.
will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great play there. 30 42 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Frank.
And the ball is knocked out. And the defense has come up with it.
Daniels pass complete. A fumble on the play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports.
82.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Michigan State going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense.
Now, a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense.
Daniels pass complete.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Sheds another. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Haynes. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Haynes, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Haynes. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th.
On 4th down, Matthews steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, always...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The two top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Broke off a pretty nice run there, and as he has runs like that, Charles, keep in mind he's doing it against one of the best defenses in the entire country.
And I remain impressed with how he's made the transition from quarterback to running back. Knowledge of the blocking scheme. You know he studies every game plan just like a quarterback, so he sees the defenses like he would under center. That's making his job a little bit easier as he runs against this good defense, as you pointed out.
Yeah, we say it all the time, but speaking of making jobs easier, it makes the quarterback, Tommy Matthews' job so much easier when those running lanes are open because it's going to open up that passing game as well. They'll run on 1st down. It's Haynes. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And Michigan State has taken the early lead. So he's able to take it in, Charles, for his first rushing touchdown of the evening.
Yeah, congratulations to him. But right now, I'm thinking like an NFL GM or a personnel guy. I'm watching his development as a runner, and boy, oh boy, am I thinking to myself, can I get him, really continue to mold him, and make him an even better player on the next level, because I can run halfback options with him, and by the way, he could be my emergency quarterback.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Way to show him up, baby.
And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Recovered by the Spartans.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Michigan State tacks on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now Lynch on 1st down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
And look at this, big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. Hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
7-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Haynes. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Anderson here out of the gun. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And Michigan State tacks on to their lead. What a first quarter. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out. Lynch finding it. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Matthews. Over the middle, complete. That's Haynes. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And that is our first connection there for the Heartbreak Kids on the pass and catch, and I'm guessing probably not the last connection for them in this national title game.
I would agree with that. Nice throw there by Matthews, put it right in his hands. But how about this young man and his switch to receiver? Think of what he's had to put into it all year long to get ready to go for this one. It's not as simple as just going in the backyard and changing over and now you catch the ball instead of throwing it. You've got to run all those routes, be tough downfield, and make catches. I am really, really impressed with what I've seen from him thus far.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard.
On 2nd and 12, Lynch eluding the pressure right. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
24. Cornhuskers, nothing.
On 3rd down, Lynch looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Young runs through the contact. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Young, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Matthews to throw. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Matthews. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw on 3rd down. Matthews. He's going to sling this deep downfield. All wide open. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tommy Matthews linking up with the other half of the dynamic duo for a nice touchdown pass and catch.
It almost felt like he essentially ran the ball downfield himself and handed it to him, didn't it? Their connection is so good, dating all the way back to their high school days. Even though roles are reversed now, it is fun to watch.
Yeah, we sat with him yesterday, and we had one of those interviews in the private room, so they were really opening up about this being their last game together. It's kind of bittersweet, but I guess, Charles, it's one of those things where we need to enjoy it while we can still watch it.
Yeah, but one can dream. Can't they both be drafted by the same NFL team?
Yeah.
One can hope.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Maybe the story will live on a little further than this. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
This is taken at the 15. 56 yards, the punt that time, 12 on the return.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Matthews. pitch before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Spartans 38, Cornhuskers nothing.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And Foster loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Spartans.
First and 10 now for the Spartans. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Haynes. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They continue to hand him the rock at running back. He's been a real workhorse so far in this game.
And he's given his friend and quarterback, Tommy Matthews, some real security back there, because even in heavy traffic, he's rarely losing yardage. He's falling forward on every carry. Guess what? People have to start coming into the box a little bit more on defense. That should open up the passing lanes for Tommy Matthews downfield.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the 2nd half of this national title game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
7.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Haynes. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way out to the 46. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
6-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Haynes, and some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he will take this in for a Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. 54 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So making his way into the end zone there for his second rushing touchdown of the game. And Charles, you know, after his first touchdown, we were talking about his draft stock. How much does it hurt him that he's only had 1 year of running back versus 2, 3, or maybe even 4?
Well, I would say, to your point, the con on him would be they doesn't have much experience there. Maybe doesn't have the same nuance as guys who have been playing running back their entire careers. But here's the flip side and the good part for him.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Recovered by the Spartans.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. We'll give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now Woods fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Haynes. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll try the left side. It's Haynes, and he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score is Spartans 59, Cornhuskers nothing.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Takes this about 5 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in.
And he loses the football a second time.
Reginald Foster, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Cornhuskers now with a 1st and 10.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. A 1st down carry for Foster. Oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll run on 1st down. Haynes. Just bowling over tacklers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This is Young on the carry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Here's 1st and goal, Michigan State. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
An extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Lynch. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Lynch. The cover here is complete. And he lost the football. It's going the other way.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues.
And he will take this in for a Michigan State touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to be...
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And lost football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's...
And he will take this in for Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Covered by the Spartans.
Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's the option. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Play action. Now Lynch. And look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And bulldozing his way through. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. And a huge play that time. 47 yards on the ground. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you've got to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during the rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Michael Schottenheimer.
What a run for the Heartbreak Kids, and it all culminates here in the Big Easy. They are the national champions. Truly a champion's performance. Weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the college football world.
Hey, you know, it was really great what you did.
What do you mean?
I know you could have gone to the draft last year, but instead you risked everything to come back here and help us. It means a lot to me, man.
Hey, we've been through it all together, man. You know I love you like a brother. So, are you feeling thankful enough to finally admit that I'm Batman?
Come on, let's not get carried away now. But hey, I will admit, you're no Robin.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Superman.
Supes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I can work with that.
Yeah. You know, he's Batman's equal, his biggest rival. And even though they battle it out from time to time, they always wind up back as close friends.
I could definitely work with that.
But hey, just in case you ever go stepping out of line, you should know that I always keep an extra thing of kryptonite on me at all times.
You might need that in NFL against me. No cap.
Well, that was certainly a college career for the ages. And it was my honor to be there with you guys through that part of your journey. And I just want to thank you for taking us through that. Now, we're closing in on another critical chapter, the NFL Combine.
So the NFL Combine, I spent so much time preparing for it. But some things, you can't ever say you're fully ready for. That's how the week felt for me. I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but would my performance back it up? Oh, no. This cannot be happening. Okay. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where was the last place you looked at?
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. Glad I help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on. I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but tell you what, you let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on. See if they fit. What's the verdict?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could...
With as much adrenaline as I have coursing through my veins right now from trying to find my cleats, there's no way I don't beat the combine record. I'll tell you what, I'll be even faster. Just watch.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're going to be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Whew. Yep, I feel it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. Down! Hiking 18! Let go! Woo! Yeah! Let's go now! 18! Yeah. Ready? Woo! Oh! Here we go! Here we go! Go! Woo! Yeah! Got that! Here we go! Shaq! 7 and up! Yes! Yeah! Woo! Ready? 19! Ready? Cut! Yeah! Woo! Come on! Well done! Cut! Woo! There we go! Here we go! And hey! Cut! Cut! Yeah! Ready? Ready? Go! Woo! Take your time. Focus. 70 lines. Let go. Yeah. Hold it ready. Yeah. Ready. Woo. Yeah. Got that.
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL Draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. Welcome back to the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is in. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
This is the player. This is your development trait. Superstar.